The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Ladies and gentlemen, so far we don't have that many viewers. Oh, Piper wants to join us. Come on, she always has to join us. Come on, Piper. Let's see, Piper. Come on. Nope, you can't roll over, Piper. If you want to be on the show, you can't roll over. Here's Piper, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen. Getting some more people starting in here. I started the show. I might have started the intro. I didn't let it soak in long enough for everybody to see, right, Piper? Nobody's seen the show start yet. Well, we'll wait for people. We just posted it in the group, Piper, so you gotta wait. You're very impatient, you know that. Piper's very impatient. She says, "What's going on, Mr. Tom?" Is it 6-second delay? Okay. That's good to know. So we give it 6 seconds. That's not too bad for leaderboards and stuff like that. Seems like there's some other buddy in here with us. Mr. Tom, looks like, there he is, Mr. Brain. Hello there, buddy. Yes, Mr. Brain, Brian there. He is the man. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular episode, Putting from the Rough, brought to you by Big Lou Show right here. Corey started this show up in New York, Putting from the Rough, and this is my own little segment, Big Lou, if you're catching the show and you know what it is. And my chair, I gotta raise my chair up a little bit. This chair is busted, I think. Woo! Let's see here. Yeah, this chair's not working, is it? Let's go, baby. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so and then I took over, and then this is what we do. We go over weekly scores on Global VR, PGA. There's some new exciting stuff coming on, and we're going to preview take you through some of the courses with, you know him as Tommy Tidbits on the Putting from the Rough show. He used to give you some. He's coming in. Mr. Tommy himself will be here to go over some of the stuff, explain to you what's happening, what your questions are, and all that other stuff you can ask in the chat. I got my wine back for the summertime. Wintertime, fall time. We went back to wine. We were doing lemonade and vodka, so God bless you. I can only sip this, but all right. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show started. I'm glad to have you here with me, or if you're watching the replay, fantastic. We were just told on the chat within the last little bit, Mr. Rob may join us tonight. The real Rob, not Invisible Rob. Invisible Rob, how you doing? Hey, Lou. Well, your real counterpart will may be showing up. That's wonderful, Lou. Yeah, it sure is, isn't it? Yeah. We didn't see that one coming, right? Did we, Tom? I was on there. He was just messaging me. He's good. He's at the bar right now. They're driving back, and they're having a good time. So, all right. So let's start our show. Let's get it up going. You know what time it is. It is. Woo!
Here we go. Thursday.
Yes.
I'm so happy it's Thursday.
In the USA.
I'm so happy it's Thursday. Throw
that ball.
the ball. Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday. Thursday. Today is Thursday.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know what day it is, this is what day it is. It is Thursday, the second week. We're going to do the countdown. Tom's going to give me the top 4 from the week prior. We're going to go over that, and then we're going to go over all your weekly or stuff like that, all your winners and stuff like that. I started playing this week's skins. Oh my God, how much fun is it? We're having a blast with the skins. Literally, the first 5 or 6 shots, I'm hitting the ball, and it's going hard right, okay? I didn't even tell Tom this because we were talking before the show. We didn't want to talk too much. And then I'm like, what is wrong with this trackball? Well, stupid me, and this can happen to you too. If it happened to me, it's going to happen to you. Well, guess what? It wasn't I thought it was the bearings that were bad. It wasn't. I took it apart, realized the damn plug wasn't in all the way. Yeah, so if you got a watch, make sure that thing's in it. And I looked and I go, wait a minute, it's not going in. I pushed it in all the way, and son of a bitch, thing worked perfect. So if you guys are having any trouble, check that plug. Everybody's saying, oh, grounding issues. It could be one of those pins are not making contact. Is that crazy or what? All right, let's do this. Come on, Mr. Rob.
I feel good.
You knew we would.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Go, Mr. Rob.
I feel good.
Yeah. Mr. Chad.
I knew that I wouldn't.
Chad, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in the group here, having a good time. Gonna go over that new courses with you. Tom is gonna be there, and then let me before we start off with Mr. Tom, we're gonna do over the weekly. Let's see what everybody did during the weekly now, and let's go over that. Bam! What is going on? Look at this. MEC is back. He's better than ever. He's in Melbourne. Australia right now, it's morning time over there with a 91 under, just nudges up Drummer for an 89 under right underneath him. And then we have Abe. Look at that Abe showing up, 86. Now the Shermanator comes in real strong, number 4, 86, ties up, got just nudged out by a couple thousand there on the GSP. Rodney D showing up on this one, got a couple of shots of the week from him. And then we got Feathers, number 6, Cougar, number 7, The Jarts, and number 8, Kush. Oh man, Mr. Kush in number 9, and Stutz in the 10th spot. Robbie D, you got pushed out of 10th. There he is. I wonder if he's going to be coming in. All right. Fantastic. All right, let's move along here. Let's bring it in now. Oh wow. All right, so let me scroll down here. I gotta do a little. Here we go, and let's bring him in. Let's make sure that everything is going here. Mr. Tommy Tidbits in the house. Mr. Tom coming in here. Let me find him. Yeah, he's there. Hello, hey. Mr. Tommy. Let's get a round of applause for him, man. Everybody. Is it working?
Yeah, you tell me.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the applause is working or not. I was trying to see if it worked. I might have not.
It looks like it's working. I've got the iPad here, so I can see that I'm there. Hopefully, people can hear me.
Well, welcome, Tom. We were just we were talking before the show. We were started talking about these courses and stuff, and Tom were like, "Hey, we better stop talking about this stuff." So how you doing, Mr. Tom?
Using all our good material before the show starts. Yeah, things are good. How about you?
Fantastic, my friend. Just having a good time here, just getting everybody ready for the show. First time live on the show, Mr. Tom. You've seen him in his helpful videos in the past.
Say hi to Thunder Spy.
Yeah, Thunder Spy is in the house. We got the brain here. We got Chad. We got
Hey Chad. Hey Brian.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, so Tom came up with a great idea. I was going to do all of the courses in the end, but then he was like, "Yeah, let's separate it up." And I said, "That's a fantastic idea." So instead of going, we just went over to weekly. I just bring Tom in here. We're going to talk about the stuff. Tom, you and I have been going over some of the stuff as far as testing on the thing. I tested on an Everlast. Tom did a
yeah.
And tell us what you
said.
thought.
Everything went pretty well. None of the courses crashed, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, and I've been also taking I've been taking it on the side, and I'm gonna reach out to the community if anybody's good. Princeville and Birkdale, 2 courses. Either that or Todd will figure it out in the script to dumb it down. But for some reason, there's a jump, and I was doing a data log in there, debugging, and it seems like it crashes the video card driver. Either the AGP driver or the video card driver, I'm not too sure, but it crashes it. And you get the blue screen of death if you turn that on, and it tells you exactly what happened. So any of you people want to help me figure out what to do as far as that, if anybody has any ideas.
Yeah, because otherwise we're just going to drop those courses altogether. I think that we've got Princeville coming up. Everybody, well, not everybody, but probably, 20% of the community, their computers crash every time.
Yeah.
So with all these new courses, there's really no need to force those in to the schedule. So.
Yeah, and like you said, Tom, those new courses, I mean, some of that stuff is unbelievable. Yeah, Princeville doesn't really, it's like, you got some of them courses have the graphics.
It's not the greatest looking course in the world anyway, so.
Yeah, fantastic. The brain says we sound good. Sound good, guys. Oh, thank you.
Okay, good. Thanks, Brian.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I was just wondering how that. I was just going to ask anybody, and there he is. He must have read my mind. Yeah, so let's do this. We're gonna view a course, Tom. We're gonna go over the new courses. We're gonna try it out, splitting it off right off the bat. And I would like to go over this. Do you say it Bilby? Is that how they say that name? Yep.
Bilby.
Okay.
I mean, Mike Clayton would probably know better. Apparently, that is an animal in Australia. I had no idea. We had it typoed as Bibli. We were calling it Bibli crossing for a long time. And then someone said, no, that's an animal, and it's Bilby. I was like, oh, never heard of that. But okay, thanks for clarifying.
well, let's do this. I got you a little promo here. Let's do this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, new course previews. What is that? Some kind of Gundy music there. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this, Tom. Thoughts and opinions on this next course. This is one of the courses Tom wanted to preview up here. It still has a spyglass hill in the side there, I noticed.
Yeah, this is an older clip. I think Brian wanted to show this a couple weeks ago, and you guys just kind of ran out of time, and it didn't make the cut. So, I'll go over it now. It's a fantasy course, an Australian fantasy course, as I alluded to with, Bilby being an Australian animal. There's not much to say really about this particular course. It's a new course. Otherwise, it's kind of drab looking, but hey, I think everybody will have fun with the challenge of a different course. So.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, especially I love the in these new courses. It's kind of cool. I don't remember it being that the mountains in the back. They look actually so real.
Yeah, some of them they look better than the original courses that we've had.
Yeah.
What I think in this particular course we were looking to increase our fantasy course count, because I mean you can't just have 24 real courses and not have any fantasy courses at all. So kind of hunting for some fantasy courses, came across this. The Australian course, again, Mike Clayton, Spitfire, kind of pay tribute to those guys a little bit. The Australian contingent, Feathers, Big Dog, those guys. But there are a couple things in this course that I haven't seen. Like they show like leaderboards like right off the greens or off the fairways, so you got to be careful not only to avoid trees but avoid these big signs. I think in one of my test runs I made the mistake of crushing a sign and going right into the water. It's like, oh, you can't play through the signs.
You can see the big sign on the end of this one here. They got that.
Oh yeah.
You won't have to chip it now, but a lengthy putt coming up.
I'm trying to look to see it. Oh, it even has. Look at that. Bilby Crossing. It has the whole leaderboards. Like
For an eagle.
That's
that
cool.
would be neat if it actually was current tournament scores, right? Like see Mech on the top or Schneider on the top there. That would be pretty cool, but we're not that far advanced.
I'm happy just to get this. Yeah, it's good for give those Australian guys some homage here and show them and have them have a course in here too.
Yeah, I think they're probably tired of that Red Mountain Creek. I think people are tired of getting knocked off cliffs and stuff on that course. So here's one that's more straightforward. I mean, this is a fantasy course, but it's almost, I think Tim Boki calls them fictional course, because it looks like it could be a real course.
Sure.
So it's a different take on things.
Yeah. It is beautiful. We'll watch this hole and then we'll come out of this and then we'll go over some more scores. Yeah, beautiful looking course, everybody. This is coming soon to your cabinet, and we'll be hanging out, enjoying that one. So how are you going to do them to start off? Are we going to be doing them like on the Saturday events? Like, are you going to do them in divisions, or how's that going to all work? What you thinking?
Well, I mean, you tested out on your Everlast, and you said that you managed to get through all, 24 courses or something without an issue. Mm-hmm. I just sent an updated version of it to Shane Davis, who has an original DFI computer. If he goes through all 24 courses without a crash, then I'd be comfortable to just start putting them in as tournament courses and not necessarily Sunday bonus courses. Because my thinking was I didn't want to use it as a tournament course, have, say, 20% of the group crash, and then they can't get their season points.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But if they're not crashing on your computer and they're not crashing on Shane's, then I would think they're fine.
Yeah.
Just insert as weekly tournament courses and Saturday courses, but I don't know. I'm kind of asking people, what do they think? Do we just do a whole whack of them, like every single week, every Saturday, every Sunday, a new course, and just burn through all 24 in a row?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the idea. I mean, it would break my heart not to be able to play these right away. I mean, like you said, if he gets through them, I mean, why the hell not?
Yeah, why not?
I think that everybody in the community would agree. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
New course Saturday or new course Sunday. We'll give it like a title, an official title, new course Saturday, and every Saturday, and I don't have to write trees are real or trees are fake anymore, because we do intend to update those trees and make sure that they're all real. So,
Yeah. Thank you, Tony, for doing that, buddy. All
yeah,
right.
Tony. Props to Tony. He's at a Flames game right now. Go Flames, go! Without Tony's input, we'd be playing through the trees on all of not only Michael's courses, but also the 24 we plan on releasing. So
Yeah.
Tony's fix worked for everything.
That's amazing. Thank you,
Yeah,
Tony.
yeah.
What a
Thank goodness for Tony.
big contribution there. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I know it's going to take a few seconds for it to come up on your end there. I have the Saturday up, and then would you like to count off the top 10 for the first time, Mr. Tom?
Sure. We've got number 1 again, Mech. That guy is unstoppable. And then you've got, now this is a surprise, Kevin Coleman, the Great One. Number 2, that is probably his best finish of the season, knocking off the Shermanator on GSP. Then you got Timbo, then myself, number 5, ouch. Then you got ABE, Adam, number 6, and then somehow Mech again. Now, I don't know, he's claiming that for some reason the server took his second round, which was the 17. He
Wow.
does have a picture of the leaderboard when he was like the second person to play to confirm that 21 was his first round. So he gets the point. Then you've got Philip Van Fleet, Dodge M Ram, taking the 8th spot. Derek Gruen, number 9, and then Phil Featherston, number 10. Congratulations, Mac.
Beautiful job, man. Nice job. Yeah, that Saturday was fun. I got playing that one. That was a good time over there. I ended up in last place, unfortunately.
No mention. I wasn't gonna mention it, but you did.
I tell you what, I honestly think, and I was playing after that. I recovered on the second round of Red Mountain, but playing all of those rounds, Tom, hitting the ball as fast as you can and whacking it all over, it did throw your game
You were
off. It
having
got
some
a back
trackball
in.
issues recently during your tests too, when you were saying you were on
Yes.
that marathon of testing course after course after course after course.
That's what it
The
was.
trackball issue carried on into your tournament round.
I didn't even think of that because I was saying,
until right now.
I'm like, wait a minute, I'm hitting the trackball and it wasn't responding, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, and it's breaking my heart. I'm like, and that happened
And
on
we thought it was
Quail.
the course. You know, we were like, is it the course? Is the course acting up on the Everlast? And
Damn, it was the
turns out it was
trackball.
your pin connector, as you said. Wasn't we should have checked it right then and there.
Yeah,
Never thought of it.
And who would ever know? I mean, like Tom, I had to actually take a second look at it, and because I was looking at it, I go, wait a minute, and you could see like there's like a little notch on the side, and I'm looking at it, I'm going, wait a minute, I'm pushing in, it feels like it's in, but no, it wasn't. So I pulled it completely out, blew on the pins, and then shoved it back in, and then I felt it get that second pin push in there, and I was
Yep.
like, once
It's
I
the
hit
old
it.
Nintendo hack. You got to blow in the cartridge and shove it in. Yep.
All right, so next we're going to do 2K21 and call off this one. This is Corey's. This is if you want to play your 2K21. This is on Steam, and you could go on the communities and search Putting from the Rough if you want to join these guys. It seems like Dodge Ram 9 is just taking over again this year with everything in Port Melbourne, and he's nuts
good.
now. Oh, he's
He's
amazing,
good.
right?
That Philip Van Fleet.
He
He knows
he's
golf.
Yeah, he's got this thing down, and whatever he's doing, he should make some how-to. You know, it would really be good, Dodge Ram 9, make some how-to videos. Some helpful videos for. And then
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
maybe
more
Brian
people.
there by 6 strokes.
Look at that.
6 strokes.
Yeah, the Sherm showing up in 12, and then he's been fighting it out. He's usually good at everything. The brain there, and then we got Corey, and then Hiko Man, whoever Hiko Man is. I'd like to see that guy. So
Yeah, he's got, what is that, a German flag there?
yeah, that's exactly what it was. German flag, and he's
I
got
don't
that.
see
on
those
it.
very often in our community.
No, and he just plays on that, so I don't even know if he knows about the show.
Well, yeah, we'll have to ship him a PGA cap.
Corey, let's put together something. Get him. I don't know if Corey has no way of getting in touch with him.
Crowdfunding.
Let's look at over the points now. This is top overall points. I would be in number 11 if I was there. And then we got Dodge Ram 9, number 1, the Shermanator, number 2, the Brain, number 3 there, Corey R, fighting it out there. And then you could see games played there. Gandy's somehow fallen off with 17. He's been stuck there, but he was going pretty good. And then Foster, the Eco Man's right there, and whoever this Yarko guy is. Miss Shermanator still under 310 with 3 games, and Cowboy Fan still holding out with 1 game.
She's just beating the crap out of that Cowboy Fan. That's good to see.
Yeah, you can't. I don't even know. That's another guy who's there, a Cowboy Man. So, but that's it for the scores here. We got that goes over everything that happened this week between the PGA PGA, the 2 weeklies, the weekly and Saturday, and the 2K21 weekly. So let's go over another course here, Tom. We're going to talk about.
Sure, why not?
I think how you say this one, Merrifield. Is that how you say that? Merrifield
Only
Village?
Tim knows.
Oh, Tim knows. Where's Tim?
Yeah, this is one Tim wanted in the game. So
let's see. Brian is saying, we're talking to Brian, as long as we don't crash it, server, yes, please, yes.
Oh, he wants every Saturday a new course. Okay, that sounds good.
And
Got to do what Brian wants. He put more time into this than anybody.
Yeah, and I guess Michael would be able to know if the server database can handle. I don't see why not, especially if he's going to be updating that net framework soon. So that would be huge. All right, so let's I'm going to call it Merrifield Village, and see how we're looking on this one. Another beautiful course, and you can see that Trump-looking character that Brian uses.
John Daly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just had to check out where this is because I'm confused because it has a logo that makes it look like it's a European course. But in fact, it is in northern Columbus, Ohio.
Nice.
Yeah,
really?
So it's Shane Davis's backyard, Smokey Vol. We've got so many Ohio players, and I don't know if they're all from Columbus or not, but I think actually ABE is from that area as well.
Nice.
So, yeah, this is one again. I said Tim really was insistent that we add this one, so I'm glad he did because it's a good course, and actually, the real PGA plays this course this year. So
really,
we could be playing with the pros June 3rd to 9th. The Memorial Tournament is here.
That's
at
awesome.
this course. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. That's probably, I'm going to guess now that I think about it, that's probably why Tim recommended it. He probably looked at the PGA schedule and just recommended all the courses that were there.
I like I noticed on this one, if you look at the trees, there's some square trees. I was laughing about that.
Yeah, you can always tell if these videos were made a week or two ago if they say Spyglass Hill.
Yeah.
Because we've since updated all of the logos, all of the flags, all of the font.
Right on the money.
These are pretty close to release early now.
Yeah, and I saw them. They look amazing. I like with the new names on there and everything else. But these tees and everything else, the only thing that I don't like are all these trees. I'm not going to do good on this.
Yeah. I don't know if it was this course, but I feel like it was, there's a stretch, it might be this course, where it was like the 9th, 10th, and 11th holes are brutal dog legs with trees that really screw you. Now I'm just testing it, but I'm like, did I not just get like flipping tree over and over and over every hole? Like what the hell? It's going to be difficult, that's for sure. And another one about these courses, sometimes they line you up right into a tree, and you don't realize until you've driven the ball into a tree. You're like, why did I not turn my golfer off the tee, right?
Right.
It's just, I don't know if it's still that mentality that you can play through the trees, just drive the green. Like, just boom, right into a tree. You've only gone 15, 16 yards. Really, now you're really struggling to get back to par.
Yeah, this is unlike the other ones where the caddy will send you into the fairway. There it is.
Oh, I'm on a 6 second delay. I just kind of spoiled it. Sorry. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm late. I don't know which one I'm at, but
yeah,
if I'm seeing it, then it's already happened.
Yes,
I don't know.
it did. Yes, it did. If you were seeing it, it did happen.
A little bit short, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, because you can't really hear the sound, can you? Because it'll
Yeah,
echo
'cause
back.
Yeah, because I'm watching and I'm seeing Brian just chipping in like a maniac.
Yeah.
And by the time I'm seeing
This
it,
is left of the flag
it's
stick.
just the delay is screwing me up here. Hey, Andy, how's it going?
As he is, Mr. Andy. Hey, looking at the new
In
course.
house.
This is Murrayfield Village. We're looking at. We're going through this. We're mixing it up in between the shots. The divisions is coming up next. Divisional scores. But we'll watch another hole here, and then we'll start going through some of the scores. I love that the houses in the back.
It's okay. A great
Yeah,
finish.
some of these are really well done. Again, these are fan-made courses,
That's crazy.
and I don't know how they're making these houses look as good as they do.
I'll be right back. I gotta close the door. These dogs are going crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on now. We're gonna do some divisions. Let's go over to see how we did in divisions, and we're gonna start off with Division 1. Mr. Tom, would you like to read it up? I'm gonna give you a few seconds to catch up, and when
Sure,
you do,
sure.
I just started it, so you'll probably see it in about 2 seconds.
Oh, this is the one. Derek Gruen, a D3 player,
Whoa!
schooled us all. Like, this is what I feel like. You know, when you're a D3, you're good. You're just not as consistently good
Yeah.
as a D1 player. And Derek just happened to catch fire, lightning in a bottle, and whooped everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, he robbed me of my half point. So,
Look at that. I should have called it off because then you got to call up your own name. But Tom and
and
number
you know
2.
what? I want to mention Mike Clayton. He beat me on the mini season, the first mini season of the 2024 season, right? He beat me by 1 point. You know what the difference is? It's Derek Gruen and it's Cam Fella, both from their division, stole the D1 point from me. That is why I lost to Mike Clayton. These guys coming in stealing points off me.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. Yeah. So you got you and number 2, Rodney Day, number 3. He's been doing pretty good. I still got some shots of the week from him. Philip Feathers in number 4. We got the Sherm showing up. I'm so glad that he's back playing again. He's back in action. But he's still fighting. He hasn't got up in number 1 in a while.
He's really good 1 week and then not so great the next. But it won't take long before he's back to being his regular self, contending every single week.
Oh yeah. I was watching him in the shots when he streamed the shots. I don't know if you guys caught that last night. It was pretty nice to watch. And he seemed like he was getting on his game there. So we got Mike Clayton number 6, and then Robbie Daves in. There's HBK himself in number 7.
Yep.
Number 7.
HBK.
Yeah, I should have read that one off, Tom. I didn't realize. I was like, I got to make Tom read his own name off if he does that.
Oh, it's okay. I got so caught up in the Derek Gruen up with the upset, I forgot there was anybody else on there.
Yeah, he got you. Like I said,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you hit it right on the head when you said in Division 3. These guys, anybody, me included, everybody, you could have just an amazing week, but it's that consistency. So
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
that's the trick. And then here we go. All right. So you want to? Can you see that one? You want to read off number 2? Do top 10. This way, Derek
Sure.
won't ruin your day.
All right, so Tim comes through big, takes the half point off of Tony B. Tony B, I mentioned he's at the Flames game. And then you got Brian, the Brain, number 3, Philip Van Fleet again. That guy knows golf. And then you got Adam, number 5. AJ Morris, he's in the house, number 6. Shane Jarts Davis with his crappy DFI computer only managed to get 7. You got the Cush, number 8. Captain Stutz, number 9. And Cam Fella C. Francis, number 10.
Yeah,
So
nice.
D2,
D2.
they were playing Pumpkin Ridge.
Pumpkin Ridge is a challenging course. It's got good stuff going on
That
there.
is a very challenging course.
Chad says, "Will be good for newbies. They are new for all." Yeah, that's true. Chad, you got a point there. I was saying the same thing because of the fact that the pros know some of these shots that you can get through, through the trees here, doing that. That gets you that little bit of an extra edge on the guys that don't know all these tricky shots. And that's one thing that I'm going to talk to you everybody at the end of the show. I want to bring up something that it was a misunderstanding, and I want to clarify that up. But I'm not going to bring it up to the end of the show. It regards one of the players, Mr. Wayne, which I love the guy. He's fantastic. I think there's a little bit of misunderstanding, and it went the wrong way, real south. But I'll explain to you by the end of the show and go over what happened. But let's move on to Division 3 for now. All right, D3. Here we are. All right. I look at that guy. Look at that top guy. For a guy who couldn't play Red Mountain Creek because he had trackball was working. Then Big Lou takes over.
Your trackball fell apart.
This is exactly right, and it makes sense because I pulled the control panel up because remember I was looking at the thing and I was like, oh, let me check these switches and and all that other stuff, and I must have pulled the wire when it was coming up through that loop. And then Chris Lovis comes down and he's right there, number 2. I just nudged him out. Yeah, he loves ass. Yeah, and look, I was like, if I tied him, probably he would have definitely took over because I wouldn't have had that 5300 GSP. And then Derek in this one, there he is. There's Derek.
There he is. He had a good week.
Yeah, and here he is, number. Yeah, that was it. And then he's there, number 3, and there Ted showing up, and then Steve, and then we heard. I talked to Keith, and Keith said he missed it. He wasn't able to play. What did I do? I moved the damn thing again. I scrolled out and I lost where my track is. Okay, yeah. So Division 3, guys, fantastic, man. So far, so much
player in the house. He missed the Australian course. He's gonna have to watch the replay.
Oh yeah, Spitfire. Yeah, just when we get over it, it was the first one we did, so it's right in the front of the show. So, Tom came up with a good idea, Joseph. We don't just slam everything at the end of the show. He said, let's put them in between all the other stuff, and then it kind of breaks up the craziness. And I said, that is a fantastic idea. So, I'm gonna bring up the After Dark, Tom. If you want to call off top 10 on that one, it'll be popping up in.
Well, I believe the top 10. I mean, if I'm going to guess, I'm going to guess Derek Gruen. And it was Derek Gruen. Man, he was on fire last week. Jeez. He beats out Rodney Day, and then Brian, again, another good showing in a tournament there. Ted, Lynn, number 4. Tim, number 5. Philip knows golf, number 6. Bev, 7.
Woo!
Love ass, 8. Big Lou, this is right when your trackball started falling apart, number 9. And then Andy Morris, number 10. And don't even, where am I? I'm number 13. Ouch.
Yeah, you got bumped out. That that handicap pumped you down the bottom of the list there. But you could see that's some. Yeah. I remember it's funny because the original handicap system that we were doing, everything was based off of you. You started at 0, and everybody else worked their way up. This is a little bit more fair the way Tim does it.
Look at it, it's like I need to shoot a 27 under. Like that's not happening. But hey, it's all good. It's all fun.
Look at Mr. Spitfire busting chops. Can't believe people still in chat with Tom on this show. You funny man. All right, so let's talk about this Saturday coming up. This Saturday you want to play. It is now. Remember, for all you newbies, Princeville. This is the same exact one that we were just talking about. It's going to crash your computer. It's what we have is December 2nd. A new course on the horizon. So this one may be the last one that they're going to play. That Tom's going to put up there. This course will crash your older computer. Good luck, everyone that can play. Anything that you have to say about that one, Mr. Tom?
No, I mean, it would be an okay course if it didn't crash everybody's computer. But honestly, even if it didn't, it's not the prettiest course in the world. It's just, it's just drab. So, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go over this weekly. Here it is, the weekly promo. This is the skins. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Skins, we're playing.
This is the skins.
Go ahead, Mr. Tom, bring it up.
All right, Stark Industries versus the Ball Busters in Team Skins. This is a rematch that these two had the very first, I believe it was the very first match play tournament we did. Stark Industries took home the win, so this is a chance for Stutz' Ball Busters to get some revenge. This is the first week of the second mini season because Mike Clayton won the first time around.
Nice.
And while we have this up, or I should mention an update here that Stark Industries is leading the Ball Busters $52,000 to $41,000. That's the most recent update I've got.
Now, Tom, we're going to bring up this skins database. Can you just explain to the people exactly? Because I was trying to figure it out how the point system works with this. Like, so is it hole to hole to hole? Is it, or is it just the whole entire overall?
Okay, so the way it breaks down, I think I put up the rules on the Facebook page.
Yes, you did.
If the example I gave was like if Joe, and I think Joe dropped out of the event, but if Joe beat Robbie on hole, if they were tied 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Joe wins hole 5, Joe would get the skin value for hole 5, as well as 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's just say that's the only hole that was won. Then Joe gets the money for those holes, and that's money for his team. So it's very different from match play, and I think forfeits hurt you even more because, you know, if you forfeit a match play, you lose a point for your team, where this you lose a lot of money.
Oh, Jesus. And that's what killed me because
yeah.
I didn't take a picture of my first round. Oh, my God.
And this is where you really hope that it balances out in the end. That, you know, if a team has 3 forfeits, the other team might also have 3 forfeits, and it balances out. But, you know, in the event that someone just misses all their scorecards, they could be the difference of the whole event.
Sure. And like you said, somebody will forget on the other team, too. So it won't.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, no, go ahead.
And you're looking right now. Can you see? I have that up there. I'm showing everybody the 4 rounds, how it's all calculated out money-wise and all that other good stuff. Anything you want to explain?
You can see. I don't know how big that is for everybody watching at home. Adam Emsweiler, $41,000 he collected. I think that $41,000 might have been over two matches. So, I mean, you just want to be plus money. That's your goal. Be plus money at the end of the event. Make sure you help your team out where you can. We've got it all broken down by divisions there. Again, I mentioned Joe Spitfire. He's got some soccer thing going on this weekend and dropped out. Soccer in an open house. So good luck with your open house, Joe. Hopefully someone buys your place, and you make off like a bandit. Make some money there.
Now, is there any? If somebody could drop out, say they can't play for an emergency reasons or whatever, or we don't have any substitutions set up for this particular situation? Like, I know past events.
I think by the time we found out Joe dropped out, it was Wednesday, so not a lot of notice there. I mean, the rules do state that if someone no shows or whatever, it's just forfeits. It is what it is.
Yeah, and like you said, it'll
Joe's
happen on each team.
The house. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, Dion tends to miss events, so if Dion no shows, then him and Joe balance each other out for money, and it works out. But
beautiful.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, like you said, it'll all work out. So we're gonna go to, if you guys want to play, if you're watching the show and you're not part of the global VR thing and you want to watch 2K21, this week is the Ballyhoo Park over at the Putting from the Rough Shootout series on 2K21. Again, go to Steam, you download 2K21, and then you go on the communities. Andy, is it communities, Andy, or societies? It's societies, right? I forget how that was. I think he said it was society. And you search Putting from the Rough, and then you guys could play, just like this Hiko Man and all this other stuff. And whoever this other guy is, the cowboy friend and all that other stuff, they might be watching the show, and who the hell knows.
The show's real popular in Germany.
Yeah, it sure is. And then, okay, so that tops that off. We're going to go to the Diamond Quarry, and we're going to take a look at that course. And if you want to talk about that, just let everybody know what's happening there.
Okay, so this diamond, it's Black Diamond Quarry course. This, surprisingly, like when you watch this video, I think we initially found it in the fantasy section because I said we were trying to round out our fantasy picks. And it wasn't until afterwards that Tim was doing the art, and he came across art for a course called Black Diamond. And I said, you know, we should check this. And it turned out this is a real course. Amazingly, look at this course. Does this look like it would be a real course?
Wow.
I mean, wow. This is in Florida, Black Diamond Quarry course. Very, very different. The last 5 or 6 holes, I think, I would think these are some of the coolest looking holes in the game.
Stunning eagle
The
there.
first 12 holes or so, I thought this was kind of a bland course, and then all of a sudden you just get hit with, like I said, look at that, look at this stuff. This looks
amazing.
like belong to the fantasy course. I was surprised that this is a real course. But yeah, and again, it doesn't look like it would be a Florida course either. But so I looked to see whereabouts in Florida this is, and it's just kind of central, middle on the peninsula on the west side of Florida. So
Whoa, this
I would
has got a
have
chance.
expected palm trees or something, but it's pretty cool.
Nicely done.
Andy says, awesome stuff there. Yes, it is, Andy.
Yeah, and I found this course on my computer played very well. How about you, Lou? Did it have any sluggish stuff,
No.
or was it smooth?
No, none of these courses. I mean, they played every one of them played smooth. The only one that I had issue was last week when we were doing that one I was talking about. It was kind
Rattlesnake
of
Run.
Yeah.
Rattlesnake Run, the first hole, and then it gets better after the first hole. And,
Yeah, you
and
said
we
it
tried changing the.
It does that on the Dell
graphical
too.
settings on it,
Get away,
and
but
it
we're
was-
on it,
yeah,
right?
it's still sluggish. It's a nice course, and you hate to throw it away just because the first hole is
Great finish.
kind of sluggish.
Birdie.
But that's Rattlesnake Run. Have we previewed that one yet?
I don't think. Do we have it? We have it on
Brian,
here.
did you guys talk about it? Not you and I, but with Brian. I don't know that anybody's
No.
seen Rattlesnake Run yet.
I don't think they did because it would have been. We would have been talking about the stutter.
That's right. Brian mentioned it. Brian mentioned that stupid devil laugh that we can't get out of the game. It's like the 16th hole. I hit a shot in the bunker. You just hear this ha 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 ha. I was like, what the hell is this? Get out of here. We
That's-
can't. We're stuck with it.
It's that like that one. Everybody, if you're playing this one of the fantasy courts, as soon as you hit the trackball any which way, the bird goes tweet tweet tweet.
Yeah. Yeah, Lou sent us videos of that during his testing. He's like, watch this. Anytime you move the trackball, the bird just goes off.
He goes nuts. It goes, and I'm like, I just touch the trackball, and I'm like, I got to show these guys this. This is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. All right, well, that takes us into the shots of the week, and let's do
of the week.
yeah, let's bring in good old-fashioned Wayne. He's probably going to tell us to get a new intro. Hopefully we can fix him up and have him back again. But here he is to show you shots of the week. Here he is.
Today's a monumentous day, people. There's been a lot of disrespect, a lot of hurt thrown my way over the quality of my machine and the quality of my golfing game. Get it in, you fuckers.
Love that guy, man. Love that guy.
Come back, Wayne.
Come
Reach
back.
baby boy.
I'm going to go over and tell Spitfire, you can tell him to watch the show at the end. I'm going to tell him exactly what happened so he can understand that it was not any malicious kind of attack on him at all. Please, I want him and Luke. They were so much fun. I love that guy. Let's spin the wheel and get the shot. Here we go. Let's see what we land on if you want to get your shot. And I got the screen in the way. I moved everything over. So now, what do we got? Fireball. Where's my fireball? Oh, it fell over here. Fireball's right here. Let's have some nice fireball, everybody. If you want to join us, come on in and have a good time with us and have a shot if you're next to your bar there. Tom, you don't have anything, so it's just going to be me.
No, I was working on stuff with Brian right up to where I was like, I need to go. My alarm's going off. Brian, you're on your own. Sorry. And I forgot to grab something from the fridge.
I got to get more fireball, by the way. It's on my other that one, and then let's see what this one is. Bacardi. Eggnog is coming back in the next show. Love that holiday eggnog. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the shots of the week. If you got your shot, vote up. Here we go. Big Lou with you here with Tom. Gonna show us some shots of the week. That's good stuff right there. It doesn't go good with the wine though.
First shot here. First shot, Lou. Who?
We got Derek coming up. Let's show him in his unbelievable glory. Right?
Is it
Did
Derek or is it Corey?
No, Corey. Can you
Corey.
believe this? Can you believe this, Tom? Remember I missed Corey's his last shot, and I didn't load it on.
You got it this time.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I load it this time. Let me go get it. Oh, son of a bitch. Shots of the week. I could swear I loaded it. Let's see here. Where is he? He's got to be on here. All right, we're gonna load it right now.
He's gonna be upset with you.
Oh my God! And it was great too. That's why I put it. I just haven't put it on there. Here we go.
Time to go home.
Oh! Andrew Show, Big.
Time to go
Oh, he's
home.
doing that here, Hulk Hogan style.
Pow! Put that Andrew Show, Big Lou. Woo!
There he is, tucking that ear.
Look at that dance.
Is that a jig?
Yeah. Dance a little bit.
Well, he's a happy fellow with that shot.
Ready?
Producer man
It's
down the
coming
left
in
there,
nice.
enjoying herself.
Then it
Is
just
that her?
goes
I can't see. It's hard because a little tiny screen. Beautiful, Mr. Corey, showing off. Beautiful. How come I forgot to? I loaded one of his last week and missed that one this week. I have no idea what's going on with his shots of the week. And then I had Derek right there. Let me make sure I loaded.
Derek, I wonder if this is the shot that sunk me on the D1.
You know something? I moved everything around, and I bet you I deleted them all. Yeah, I'll load them manually as I go. All right, so let's do Derek right now, and here he is, shot number 1. You just scored a hole in one.
Sahali? Let's see. If this is Sahali, this is what sunk me here and stole the D1 victory and took my half point.
Rolls it right in
It
nicely.
is.
Ah, that was it. Look at that scorecard. Holy moly.
Wow.
Let's go. I must have it rolling through the second round around. Wow, that scorecard was all dark red.
Well
dark
done,
red.
Derek.
well
Yeah,
done.
well done,
Yeah,
Derek.
congratulations, bud. Glad to see you represented.
Move him up the division.
Go right up to D1, Derek. Yeah, you don't belong in D3 no more.
He's already got a win there.
Yes, that is a snowman there, Mr. Spitfire. That is Mr. Snowman because, as you can see on where Paige is, right over here, she's in the snow. Look, it's snowing on Paige. She's got her bathing suit on. What the hell's up with that shit, right?
He
Piper.
mentions Rob. We're waiting on Rob to check in with us here.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to check to see if he was sent because he was going to stand by. And
I don't see him in the chat yet, so.
yeah, he's got to let me know because I got to bring him in if he does because it just doesn't show up or may just show up. Who the hell knows? I don't know. But let's do this. Let's show off Rodney's shot number 1.
Hey.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to bring it in here.
See if that sack of potatoes Robbie gets in the video here.
He's in everything.
11,000 points for that.
Yeah, he likes to steal the glory.
Little backspin.
Yep, there he is. He's
Some
in
people
there.
say I'm
Oh, this was that bonus tournament that we had a couple Sundays ago. That Corey won that one, I believe.
11,000
Wow.
points for that.
Yeah, it's rolling through a second one around. All right, so that was Rodney number 1. And let's look at good old Luke. We got Luke in this one. Fantastic, man. I'm glad Luke is here. Here he is. Shot number 1, Mr. Luke. Show him how it's done.
Pulling it back. Put it in the water and I'm pulling it back. Fucking amazing.
Sahaley, look at that. Another hole-in-one on there with the Sahaley.
He's playing the after dark.
Oh,
What a
man.
shot.
Yeah, so Luke, beautiful shot, man. That was fantastic. We're going to do Rodney number 2. Let's see. I think I have Rodney number 2 loaded in here. This is good. Shot number 2.
Some people say I'm not do that.
Rodney with a few submissions this week.
Yeah.
Slightly better shot.
No HBK. Where is that guy?
11,000
Lou looks drunk again. I am.
Little backspin.
It is.
Oh, is this the same course?
That was Sahaley?
Avenel.
Avenel. Oh, my God. He crushes it. Right. I mean, he's got a lot of shots. He got 3 shots of the week there and everything else.
How did he not win with so many shots at that course? You think he would have had the victory?
Yeah, right? Mr. Spitfire, I am drunk again. I'm drinking my wine with my shots over here, buddy. How's the weather over there? And it's nice and it's getting nice and warm over there now, right? It's summertime, getting close to it anyway. Springtime for those guys in Australia. They're on the other side of the world, tilted on the other side of the axis there. All right, so next we're gonna have up. Let's show Mr. Stutz, Tom. Let's show him what Mr. Stutz has to do.
All right, Captain Stutz, leading the way.
Yeah.
Challenge match. A little better conditions on the second round.
So you got music going? I can't hear.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, usually this guy's always listening to some good rock and roll.
Yeah, it's some kind of commercial. Sounds like.
Oh, okay.
Either that, it's the Go-Go's. There it is.
Yeah,
That was a fast one. Couldn't catch the course. Did you see what it was?
Cordialine.
Oh, Coeur d'Alene. There it is. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we'll get some shots of the week now. All right, so let's put in Rodney number 3. I'm going to throw him in here
Number
real fast.
3, this guy. Holy crap.
Hey.
It's like half our submissions are from Rodney.
I know, right? But I got to load it up here. This is it. Yeah, he always comes through. He always shows them at last second, too. There he is.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he is. You can see HBK in the back corner there.
I told him, I said, you know, if you're gonna
Oh,
spend
one.
Joe says
Money.
Rodney keeps getting better and Robbie keeps getting worse. Ain't that the truth?
It's so true.
I told him, I said, you know, if you're gonna
Oh,
spend
one. Money.
Yep, beautiful. I got to stop it because it'll keep playing because I don't have the...
That's his skins round right there. So
that
looks
was.
like he earned some money on that one.
Beautiful job, Mr. Rodney, showing off. And then we got Mike Clayton. He's got a series. I put them all together in one reel. He loaded me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots of the week. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm putting them in a reel. We won't be able to. You might not be able to hear it, but I don't think he says anything. He's just taking shots. But here he is, Mr. Mike.
He must have got word that Rodney sent 3, so he wanted to make sure he sends 5.
Yeah, so I just grouped them together. Here he is, Mr.
All right.
Mike Clayton. Here, show him how it's done.
Now, I'm on a delay here, Lou, so, you know, by the time I see it go in the hole, he's
Yeah.
already moved on to the next video.
I'll wait for you to catch up. They're going really quick. He's got like 5-second shots, so you'll see him go bing, bang,
Topspin
boom.
shots looks like he's just killing it. Oh, this is
Harbortown.
Harbortown. He beat me by a couple strokes, and I can see why. He was just nailing them here.
He just
Oh,
kept
that
putting them in. Yeah.
Oh, and he's cheating. He's using Tiger Woods, too.
Oh.
Yeah, I always use that slob John Daly. So. Oh, you know, speaking of Tiger Woods, he was back on the golf course today at
Really?
the Hero Challenge. Yeah, he was, I think, 4 or 5 strokes off the lead, which is, I mean, you hardly ever see the guy anymore, and he can barely walk. So 5 strokes off the lead is pretty impressive.
Yeah, really.
I don't know how he ended the round, but yeah, when I was watching, it was, you know, they just basically have Tiger Woods on every single shot because he brings the views.
Yeah.
And it was good to see him back. He still looks great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for him, man. Glad he could get some still on the thing. Let's see. It's supposed to be the first day of summer there. He says, Spitfire says it's raining and the weather sucks. It does, huh? Yeah, well, you're in that spring season. The summer, first day of summer is supposed to be, it's always that way, isn't it? It's usually ruins your whole entire a day when it rains on the first day of summer. And Tom is still using his Canadian internet to provide her. Why is he breaking up? He's clear as a bell on my end, but it could be my end.
Well, as long as I'm clear to you, Lou, and nobody else seems to be complaining, because I ditched that Canadian internet along with that loser Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. So.
Yeah, beautiful job. All right, so that will round up for shots of the week, ladies and gentlemen. What a great show we got going for you so far with Mr. Tommy here in the house. Oh no, I still got. What am I doing? I'm throwing both scripts.
We've got a couple new courses to 3D here.
Yeah, so we got. Okay, so this is the one where we have the putting from the rough. They interjected the putting from the rough flags into Twin Peaks, which is fun. So let's take a look at that one, Tom.
Sure. Just show the first hole or two here, because I realized afterwards that I had actually uploaded all 18 holes to the Facebook page for anybody interested. I thought I was uploading 5 holes, and it turned out it was all 18. So anybody who wants to see the whole course, take a look. But it is a beauty course.
Look at that.
It's worth commenting on the show. This is, I know you like that Pacific Island Park, that par 3
I
course
do.
there, Lou, that Ryan also likes. I think for an 18 hole or a full 72 par 72 course, I think this one gives it a run in terms of visual.
Look at that.
Looks.
Wow. Yeah, wait till you catch up for a few seconds. Those mountains on this one are amazing.
Yeah. This, as soon as I saw this first hole, I said, "This is a winner right here."
Holy.
And then you just cross your fingers and hope it can get through everybody's testing, because it would be a shame. Like that Bally, we really like Bally, but it didn't work, unfortunately. And that's one. We have so many courses that that Brian tested on the PC version of Tiger Woods that we really were high on. That when we transferred it to Team Challenge, it didn't work. That if Todd or Brian can revisit in the future after this first patch comes out, if they can fix some of these courses, we've got another patch just waiting, ready to go, just with all the courses that we like that just didn't work out, that might just need a tweak here or there. Like the Bally and Ozarks were two that I really like that are not going to make this first patch.
Oh yeah, Spitfire. That's because when you're on the video camera, you only get the green screen that's behind you. You don't get to see the show, so he's got to put a separate iPad watch the show. That's the only bad thing about because you can't see the show when you're actually it's not live.
So on my end, it looks like we're pretty much done the second hole here. I don't know.
Yep.
Live, like what you're seeing. Did we finish up the second hole?
Yeah, we were watching the mountains. I'll let you catch up.
What do we have next then? Scottsdale, correct?
Yeah, we're doing some Scottsdale right here. TPC Scottsdale. We're going to do that. We're going to show some of that stuff on there. Sit back and watch this, Mr. Spitfire. You're going to like this one. Here we go. Beautiful. Another one with the mountains.
Yeah, so Scottsdale is actually a course that we've had since Michael released his 11 new courses. And it's always been somewhat broken because the background layer of this course was missing. It just didn't transfer over when Michael injected it.
But this is the one with the mountains.
Yes. So we've given it some tender loving care, and we found the mountains and got them back in. And this course blows my mind how nice it looks compared to when we didn't have mountains. It just looked broken to me. I hated this course, and just the difference of having that backdrop, it really makes it look a heck of a lot better, in my opinion. And I'm looking forward to playing this one again. It comes up as a tournament course in a few weeks. Now I'm going to cross my fingers and hope we have the patch out by then, and the mountains will be injected, and everybody can play this the way it was supposed to be played all along. Now, how this came about actually was
Not exactly firing on all cylinders,
because we didn't have mountains on this Michael's version of Scottsdale. I suggested to Brian, hey, why don't we look and see if there's a fan-made version of Scottsdale and use that. And so he found one. It was Scottsdale from Tiger Woods 2006. It had the mountains, but it had some things that we didn't really like.
A little luck never hurts.
I don't know
Nice
who
eagle.
designed that course, like which fan made it and just threw in some stuff that isn't actually at Scottsdale. And Tim hated it. Tim was like, this looks stupid. There's not supposed to be some of these cactuses in this course, and these buildings look terrible, And I was like, I don't care. It has the mountains. It looks more like Scottsdale than ours that doesn't have mountains. And then we ended up fixing the original one. So Tim's happy that we're not using the one with the cactuses and the stupid-looking buildings, and we're using the one that Michael gave us 3-4 years ago now. So
nice.
So that's good. Yeah.
So yeah.
So what's the next course we got there?
We're gonna do some. What we got on here in the list? We got some TPC Southwind. We'll take a look at it.
Cool.
It's got. Yeah, I see. I like how you put the times in there. 3-minute preview of this one here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
If you want to see the next one, here it is. This is what you're gonna be playing soon. This is gonna be challenging. Hitting that little island. I could see me hitting the water 80 times.
So
like I did at Red Mountain.
Yeah. This course is actually just like 10 minutes north of me. The PGA plays here this year. They play here every year. The FedEx St. June Championship is August 12th to 18th. The real PGA, that is. This is one of their courses they use in the FedEx playoffs. FedEx, their headquarters is in this area. So FedEx sponsors the FedEx Cup, and FedEx sponsors this tournament.
Got the birdie.
So we just figured, hey, it's not far from me. Let's put it in there. So I've got my local course in there, even though I can't say this is the most spectacular course in the world, but it is what it is.
Well, you're so right when you say that, Tom, because having, like, when you had Quail Hollow, we showed that, I was like, it's just exciting to have something that's in your area.
Yeah.
You can play.
Yeah, and you know what's good? It's on the promo screens. I like to always say, hey, we're in, like typically when we play Pinehurst, I'll say, hey, we're in Big Lou's neck of the woods or something. Or
yeah.
Or, I think Ohio, this one we previewed earlier, that's in Ohio, that Murfield Village, I can always say shout out to Shane Davis, or, it is, we've got one, we haven't previewed at Cherry Hills, it's in Denver, so that would be Devin Morrison.
Nice.
He barely ever plays, but when he does, he'll play Cherry Hills, I'm sure.
Nice. Fantastic, man. So that was TPC Southwind, and the next one we're going to look up is Winged Foot.
Winged Foot,
yeah, the funny thing is when you're playing these, when I was testing these courses, you play them so fast, you don't really get to enjoy them. So it's like you just want to make sure they're not crashing. So it's nice to actually see them. Besides you go, wow, this is amazing as you're coursing through it.
Yeah. And like I said, when we're testing, we're trying to hit trees. We're making notes of if the flags are there, that the font is there, the launch screen is accurate, because there was one Hazeltine that I was like, hey, the Hazeltine launch screen is showing an image for Cherry Hills, so that needs to be corrected.
It'll be on the green.
We're definitely not playing this for enjoyment. We're just making sure that it works. And so like you said, seeing them on video and not have to go through the hassle of hitting trees and stuff, it's a different experience a little bit.
Sure is, yeah.
But definitely appreciate the testers. Myself, Brian, you, Shane Davis soon. I think Ted Lynn said he's going to test on his DFI this weekend, and make sure that we've got everything ready to go to release to everybody, and not release a bunch of broken garbage to everyone.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when I'm playing them though, I did take a few, like every once in a while, like that board in the background, I would do a spin around and just take a look. I said, I got to soak this in. On some of these courses, you just got to look around the view, and you got to take a moment there. Look at
when you do see something completely different, it does. Even though you're testing, you do take a minute to look and say, hey, I haven't seen that before. What's that?
Like, look at that cool backboard, Winged Foot scoreboard. It's just so awesome.
I know initially when Brian and I were picking courses, we were saying you want something that if you say the course name, you immediately can envision it.
Yes.
Some of them, you can say the course name and it's just like nothing about it stands out at all. And I'm not saying particularly Winged Foot is a sign, but that's really all there is to Winged Foot to speak of. Is, hey, I remember the big Winged Foot sign there. Joe asked if we have enough courses now to follow the tour. Not exactly, Joe. I think currently our tournament schedule has 8 courses that line up with the PGA Tour. Like we play Pinehurst when the PGA plays Pinehurst. For example.
There's that bird.
Kapalua. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the course. Kapalua when the PGA plays Kapalua. And with this patch, we potentially add 5 more courses that the PGA would be playing. So we would be playing Augusta National during Masters Week. We'd be playing Lou's course, Quail Hollow, when the PGA Quail Hollow. Valhalla, which is Louisville, Kentucky, so that's Stutz and Jamie's neighborhood. We played that potentially when the PGA plays the PGA Championship at Valhalla, May 13th and 19th. Murrayfield Village, that is the Memorial Tournament, June 3rd to 9th. And then I mentioned my local course, TPC Southwind, would be the FedEx St. June Championship. That is August 12th to 18th. So we would be going from 8 times, exactly as the PGA is doing it, to 13 times exactly as the PGA is doing it. And the beauty of it is our team that's working on this has all agreed that they will continue after this patch comes out. We all get new courses and we're playing them all. Brian, Todd, Tim, Jasper, myself, we're going to keep working on bringing more courses. So, you look over the PGA schedule, I'm sure Tim's going to be like, oh, you know what, we should definitely throw in a few more of these courses, and maybe one day we will be able to play week to week exactly like the real PGA Tour is going. So,
well, that was fantastic. Yeah, that's so much fun. I mean, I love testing them. Like you said, you just can't take the time to enjoy them as much as you can when you're going to be playing them.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till we're playing them as a community, and we can all have these discussions and say, how did you play this hole? Did you play it over the trees? Did you shot shape around the trees? Did anybody else hear that stupid bird chirping every time I move my trackball? There's one, I think there's a duck that won't shut the F up, or that stupid devil laugh I told you about, or
Oh my God.
some of these, they're interesting courses. Definitely will add some variety and make refreshing what it is an old game that we're all working so hard to keep alive 20 years after Global VR kind of shut it down. So
Yeah, and that's exactly what the point is. Exactly, keeping it alive. And now the next thing I'm going to show Tom, that this might not happen now because there's some kind of problem. But the icons to change the courses to play those courses, if we were going to do an offline thing, can't happen now, can it?
Did you show it? Is it up on the screen?
It's up right now. Yeah, it's just going to come up on you in a second.
Okay. This is something we really want to make happen, and Todd's working very hard, and he checked in with Michael. Michael and Todd both feel like maybe the source code is required for this. It's not behaving the same way that the golfer select screen. If you remember, Michael came in and added Tiger Woods right to the golfer select screen. Well, Todd is able to change the icons. When you click the icon, it will still launch what used to be there. So in this picture, Augusta, you can see the Masters logo there, is where St. Andrews used to be. So clicking it would still launch St. Andrews. And that's the problem, is he can't seem to get it to connect properly. And him and Michael think maybe the source code's required. They got a hold of our buddy Ken Byer, the president of Global VR, and Ken really admires all the work that our community is doing to keep this game going now in almost 2024. But he says that they have an NDA agreement with EA Sports on the source code, and he can't release it. So it's like the odds of this happening diminished greatly, but Todd is not giving up. He's trying to figure out some other way that he can make this happen without the source code. So, if you were to revisit this episode in a year, it's quite possible we do have a completely different course select screen because Todd figured it out. Mm-hmm. And then also a year from now, it's quite possible he never was able to figure it out without the source code. And, it is what it is. But, half full, a glass half full kind of guy, 24 more courses coming our way. And the team is agreed to keep pumping out courses as long as everybody finds this interesting and is having fun. That's something. So
yeah, and like I said, I mean, for everybody that doesn't know what's going on behind the scenes as far as when these guys are doing all this, there's like a billion files with different sounds, and so it may be just a matter of, oh, here it is, it's an INI file, and then they find it, and then we could just edit it here, but there's just so much stuff to go through.
That's what my thought was like, hey, when we swapped the players, there was a player's INI, and you would just swap in or scratch out a fantasy golfer's name off of that list and put in Tiger Woods. Now all of a sudden it launches Tiger Woods, and I think we all expected it to be the same type of thing. Find a course's INI, and you just scratch out St. Andrews and type in Augusta, and that would be it. But there is no course INI. We can't find anything like that anywhere, and so that's the problem. It just, I mean, we've done a lot with this game, and here's the thing. Every time I say Todd will probably have it figured out in 2 weeks, Todd has it figured out in 3 days. So today, Todd's saying, I'm banging my head against the wall. I can't figure this out. And by the end of this time next week, he could be like, hey, I've got it. Now, when you click on St. Andrews, it launches Augusta, and now we can just change the icons. Who knows?
Yep. We can
but
only hope.
I should mention before we wrap things up, or at least with me as a guest here, I want to say a big thank you to Brian Grieve. I mean, this guy is just pouring. His whole holiday, a week and a half or 2 weeks of holiday, was just coding and testing stuff and injecting courses for the entire holiday. I mean, I know I put a lot of time into this community. Brian has just exceeded anything I've done in a 2 week span. Todd, again, none of this happens without Todd. Todd figured it out and then he was kind enough to share the secret sauce with myself and Brian. And I know this is more Brian's lane than mine. I like to stay in my own lane. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at. And what I'm not good at, I will bring people in. I can't Photoshop. Brian, when he was talking on your show last time, he mentioned he can't Photoshop. Tim can Photoshop. Bring in Tim. So a big thank you to Tim as well. So that's Brian, Todd, Tim, Jasper, who initially got the templates going for Tim to use in Photoshop. What a team. And it's just, this has been so much fun watching this come together. And I think we're all really excited to share this with the community and have everybody playing, because it will bring another level of interaction amongst the community. And hopefully not just in tournaments, but hopefully I can get this trickle down into the challenge match as well. So between the tournament, the Saturday tournament, the weekly tournament, and the challenge matches, we'll be playing, new courses all the time.
I'll tell you something, for everybody that's going to be playing, just from what I've experienced as far as playing this, these rounds, it's just a good feeling to not have to play the same thing over and over. Like Red Mountain Creek, how many times are you going to play Red Mountain Creek? I mean, it's just like, okay, now we have some new stuff. It's exciting. It's okay. Look at that. Look at this. And, it's just, like I said, you're going to like it. I can't wait till they get all of this stuff injected. I mean, thank you very much, Tom, for everything that everybody's been doing, especially you. You always put a lot into this stuff. So I know that everybody appreciates you for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, so, all right, so we're going to finish it up. I'm just going to just go over Mr. Wayne. I'm just going to go over him.
Do you want me to just kind of...
Yeah, you could stand, if you want to just stand by. No, you could just stand by. Mr. Wayne, I just want to let you know, because I don't want to put this one on Tom, because this is kind of my fault, and I want to apologize to the community, too. I did not mean... The way I was, you're talking on the, and you know how it is. We're talking on the chat, and personality doesn't come by, and it doesn't go, it doesn't come across, I'm kind of joking, like, oh, this is foul play, because what I meant to Tom is that, and everybody knows this, and we all say the same thing, when two players play, it's easy to copy shots, and the fun, Mr. Wayne, is just that I was competing, we're having some back and forth, some fun stuff. I'm really enjoying it. And Bev, we're all, going after Bev. And then I was telling Tom how hard it is going to be able to beat you with Mr. Mike in the background helping you being a caddy. And I was like, oh, I don't have a caddy. And I just joked. I said, oh, I suspect foul play. Well, you've been offering some video and everything else. So we were figuring, well, not only that, we thought if we could get some of the video, because I remember I didn't know it was your house camera or whatever at the time. We're like, let's get some of the video maybe, and we could put it on the show. Maybe there's funny parts, because we know how much fun it is for you. So it went completely wrong. It went completely south. It went to the point where you're calling me a cheater, this, that, and anything. It was not meant like that at all. Mr. Wayne, please come back. And I apologize. This is on me. This is not on Tom. I'm the one who said that, and it came across the wrong way, and I really wanted to talk to you about it. And
I think too, if I don't want to just jump in, but
go ahead.
I do feel like I've been so preoccupied with these courses, and I think everybody who's part of the After Dark knows, because I'm constantly updating everybody. And we've had this breakthrough, we've had that breakthrough, and just so into this, it's taking up, like, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I'm in on this course thing. So I get this chat. I'm having a chat with you. I think I'm helping you load courses to test, and you mentioned foul play. I'm not.
That's
really
exactly.
I'm not giving it, as much attention maybe as I ordinarily would have. I just see you're saying Wayne foul play, and I'm thinking, I know Wayne offered up video footage. I'll just ask him. This is what's said of you. Yep. Can you just dispel this? This will all just. Now, whether you're serious or not, I just look at my phone, foul play, not paying attention to it really. I'm just, okay, if someone's saying Wayne's being foul, I know Wayne can prove that wrong. I'll just message Wayne and say, hey, someone accused you of foul play. I know you can dispel it if you want to, but I just wanted you to know. And then I go back to courses. I'm not thinking anything about that ever again. And not thinking that his feelings are hurt, that he's been accused of. I'm not thinking about it that way, but again, I'm not
Yeah.
occupied. That's not where my headspace is at the moment. And I didn't mean to offend Wayne, and I know you didn't mean to offend Wayne. If he's saying I've got video footage, I'm willing to offer it up to anybody. I'm not thinking he's going to be hurt.
Yeah, and I even said, that'd be great, because not meaning that, be cheating. It would be fun to see, because having the best player in the game, him, Shane, having one of those guys at your house being able to play and copy shots or whatever it might be, because that's exactly what it is. You want, hit it over here, hit it through the tree here, just watch the way he hits the ball, the track ball. It helps. I mean, that's all I was, and I thought it was going to be.
Even in the putting, when it says, when your little caddy on the corner says flat, Mike can chime in and say that's actually not flat. It's gonna have some break. Make sure you're putting it a degree or two to the right, because it's going to break left. When if he's playing by himself and he sees that little caddy tip says flat, he's going to hit it flat and it's going to roll to the left. He's going to miss that putt. So definitely playing with someone better than you is going to elevate you to a certain point. I mean, I can't take someone who's never played before and coach them to first, but I mean, Wayne's been playing this game 7 years. So just having someone give him that little bit of a tip, he's going to see a boost in performance. And, I feel like
I was excited for him. I didn't mean it at all in a malicious way. I really didn't. I'm like, it went completely wrong, and it was like he just completely removed himself. I said, I gotta talk to him. I gotta explain to him. No, it wasn't meant like that. And I was like, I felt so bad. I felt bad. I still feel bad to this day. But
and it's. I mean, we've all had these relationships. Like, it wasn't 6 months ago that you and I and Joe and Corey and Tony, we were kind of on the outs. And now I'm on your show. I mean, these are relationships we've built for years and years, and I get that Wayne's a little hurt right now. Maybe he just needs to take a bit of a break, the way I needed a break from you guys, and give it a month or two, and maybe he'll realize, like you said, no one meant malicious intent.
Yeah, he's so much fun. I mean, he's so much him and Spitfire. I mean, those guys. Spitfire. I love you too, buddy, and I know you're watching. And it just is not the same without this Australian crazy
contingent for sure.
Having that. Do not want to ruin that. But thank you for chiming in and with that one too, Tom. And I appreciate it. And and also, I think Todd has also mentioned, and everybody, that it not just to put it on Tom when there's certain situations, they're going to come up with some kind of solution, community solution, to not just make it a one guy thing. And I think that probably would be something that you would be happy about.
Brought that up.
And
we did in the After Dark say, like, if you think someone's up to some no good, foul play, cheating, whatever, I don't think I even want to hear it anymore. Like,
I know
take it to the apparently I can't do any right, but in this situation it seems. So just take it to the divisional admins. So if you're a D2 player and you think someone's cheating, whether it's in tournaments, Saturday tournaments, challenge matches, After Dark, whatever, take it to the admin of your division. And so D1 is Brian Grieve, D2 is Cush, D3 is Ted Lynn. Take it to one of those guys. They can talk amongst themselves.
And then bring it up in a community thing and come up with something. It'd be a lot easier.
Those guys can talk it out. Rodney, Robbie, and Mike Clayton, they can talk it out. I don't want to be involved in it anymore in that. And whatever they decide, if they figure all I need to know is if they say, hey, we've all discussed it and we do agree that so-and-so is cheating and there's enough evidence to support that, then I can just ban somebody for whatever length of time they want. But that's the only time I want to hear it. I don't want to know anything about it.
Yeah.
Because I pour so much into this community, and it just seems like I take criticism for things. I mean, I don't know. I can't do everything.
That's why, that's and it's
try.
A good solution, though, Tom. But we'll work that out.
So we'll just take it out of my hands and leave it to those other guys I mentioned, and they can deal with it. I think everybody trusts that they can do it.
I love that. Yep, and we'll put it in the community's hands. And then if everybody says, this is not right, and we'll get a majority of people saying something's wrong or whatever, then we'll deal with it. But other than that, it'll take a lot of load off.
Whatever they decide is what's going to happen. I mean, so.
And so, Mr. Wayne, if you watch this again, accept my apology. I didn't mean to do it. It came the wrong way, and I hope that Spitfire gets a chance if you get a chance to watch the show, and please understand that. Hey, and look at maybe you turn this into a good thing, and it helps Tom out too. It takes some of the load off of his shoulders. So I always look at it though. These things the community always turns into a good thing because we always work things out, and we go, hey, like now we got this technical page, and people are coming in to join. They're excited about joining the online, and they go over there, and then there's not a bunch of marvel. Hey, my computer stopped working, and then you're trying to, hey, look at my score or whatever. You know what I mean, Tom?
It's funny the ups and downs in this community is. I remember when we had. And without Lee, I don't think, in retrospect, without Lee, there is no community really. But at a time when Lee was banning Joe for really not violating any rules, and it seemed, and I got banned, I got taken down with him, and it seemed like things were kind of going down. And then Michael Garrity and I start working together, and we come up to a new height of a better server that's more consistent, with more modes, with new courses. And then we have this fallout 6 months ago or 5 months ago with you and Joe and myself and Corey and Tony, and it was like another low. And now we're coming up to an even higher high of like all these new courses and everybody working together. And so it's funny, you have a new low and then it's followed by a higher high, and you can't get too low because something better is coming along around the corner.
I love it. And let this be a lesson to me too, to not say stupid shit without trying to come across the wrong way. So I appreciate you. Thank you, Tom. And I appreciate everybody out there in the community.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, Lou. It was a good experience, a fun time.
Yeah, I'm glad that Corey's back on there and he's having a good time. You guys are talking again. Everything is fun because that's what this is all about, is having fun. Let's not let drama get in the way. We're going to have some fun. Let's all be fair. We're going to do it together, and we're going to have a good time with these new courses. I can't wait for it. Thank you again, Tom. I'm going to sign off, and the brain says Mr. Wade needs to come back and enjoy all the new courses. Yeah, and Luke too.
That Pacific Island Park, that guy.
Oh, wait till he plays this part 3 thing. Me and Brian, we're enjoying the part 3. You go off one thing tree. Yep. So, okay. And Mr. Spitfire says, time will heal all wounds. Hopefully everybody could get back, and yeah. I mean, it's like anybody. Friends get into arguments. You get into a little tiff, and then hey, oh, sorry, didn't mean that. And then let's all handshake and let's move on. That's what I like. I hope that's what happens here. So I thank you again, Mr. Tom. Thank you, everybody. Yep. We're gonna sign off now and take it easy. Let's slow it down for a little bit here. Just me and Tom over here for you. We can make it if singing we try. Mr. Two of Us. It's just doing Mr. Two of Us to sign us down. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Punting from the rough. Remember, as Corey likes to say, hit them long and always remember to putt from that rough. Thank you, everybody. You have a great night. Mr. Tom, thank you very much, buddy.